This video, I wanted to go through the hot mess that is Civil 3D layers and hierarchies. So if you've used Civil 3D at all, you're going to have probably at one point or another struggled with trying to turn something off that you wanted to just go away. Just want to turn the layer off. And you couldn't get it to go off without a whole bunch of other stuff going off. An example is this is a topographic surface here in the drawing. Okay, this surface, if you select it, you'll see is on C-Topo. But notice that there is some display differences here between major and minor. And in this instance, I wanted to turn off all my minors, just wanted majors, and I didn't want to go and change my style. So I just going to lay freeze and freeze these minors. And when I do that, everything goes off. And now I don't have anything and I can't figure out why. So if you've never ran into that instance, hopefully this video will help. Something you have to understand is that Civil 3D is built on something called OOP, or Object-Oriented Programming. And what that means is that there is a hierarchy of what things in the program are contained in. Generally fed from the top down, top being a drawing level, and going down to style, down to object. Much more complicated than that, and can be a little circuitous, but generally that's the way it works. So this surface is on the C-Topo layer, but it has a style that is on the 1 and 5 existing. So if I expand that and look at this style, I see under my display tab my major contours are on C-Topo major and my minor on C-Topo minor. My active layer is C10 boundary in this case. So I'm going to type lay off, turn off a layer, and I'm going to turn off the minors, and nothing will happen. I'll turn off the majors. Nothing will happen. And you saw what happens when I froze it. But I can go to the layer properties dialog box, go down to those layers, and freeze them or turn them off from here. But not at the command level. Commands are another tier below styles and objects when it comes to the hierarchy of the OOP. So this duality of objects, of civil objects in Civil 3D can be frustrating and confusing. An object can be contained in more than one layer is the simplest way to put it. Controlled in more than one way. Now, in order to keep up with what's what, at the drawing level, the top level, under settings, and up here at the top where the drawing is, I can right click and go to the drawing settings. Under object layers, you'll see a list of all the civil objects you can imagine and the layers that are associated with them. So if I come down to 10 surfaces, I'll see that 10 surfaces are on C-Topo. Every drawing brought into this, every surface created or brought into this drawing will be on the C-Topo layer at the highest tier. Now the objects that I'm displaying from the surface are controlled by the style, and we saw that that style was put in on minor and major. This one down here is on minor new and major new, but they're both on C-Topo. And the lay freeze command, in this example, calls the highest tier. So when I choose this surface, it turns off the C-Topo layer, the highest tier of the hierarchy. Confusing? Confused yet? Now I'm giving this example on surfaces because it's big and easy to see, but it's applicable to corridors, alignments, points, point groups, any object created and controlled by Civil 3D. I can edit the style to change the way it's displayed, what is displayed, and how often, but I cannot change that drawing level unless I change it in here. Now you can come in and change these if you wanted for your individual project or at your company level. Or if you wanted to start getting really complicated and having tiers, it allows you to put modifiers as prefixes or suffixes and new names, depending on the complexity of your drawing. But the thing that we're wanting to cover in this video and help everyone understand is that objects exist on more than one layer. So if this was helpful, please click the like button and subscribe if you'd like updates when I post additional information.